Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How is everyone doing today? So, for this video, we got a really cool alternate ending cutscene glitch to show you guys on Halo 1. But to be clear, this actually only works on Halo Anniversary. Well, rather in Anniversary graphics. And I am like 95% positive this only works on the MCC version of Halo Anniversary on top of all that. And I'll explain why a little later in this tutorial, but all you gotta do is just play them all on any difficulty and just play normally until you get to the ending cutscene. And what you want to do is, during the cutscene, you don't want to do it just yet. I would wait a little bit into the cutscene, just in case. But once you're through the cutscene, and you can watch the whole cutscene if you want, or you could do this now. But what you want to do is press the home button on your controller. Just press it once to bring up the guide on your Xbox One. And when that comes up, a pause menu will show up shortly after. And all you gotta do is just save and quit, and that's it. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head if bringing up the guide on the 360 version of Halo Anniversary brings up the pause menu or not. But if it does, then this will work on a 360 version. But if it doesn't, then, well, it won't work. And you have to do this on solo as well, because you can't save checkpoints on co-op. But anyway, so right now I'm just showing you guys the regular cutscene, just so you guys can have a little quick comparison. But once you're done watching the cutscene and you've seen enough, just like I said, just bring up the pause menu by pressing the guide button. You don't see my guide here because Game DVR doesn't record the guide, but as you can see, it pops up during the cutscene, and you can save and quit during a cutscene. And like I said, I don't know if that works on Halo Anniversary on 360, but if it does, then great. And like I said, you have to play in Anniversary graphics on MCC. If you save the checkpoint during classic graphics, then it won't work. But once you've confirmed that the save worked, all you gotta do now is just simply resume the game. Resume from last checkpoint. And you can do it on the main menu here. And this works on any version of MCC as well. I know I'm doing this on MCC Insider, but that's only because it looks a little nicer on MCC Insider. But this will work on all versions of MCC. Now, of course, this version of MCC Insider will eventually become the final version of MCC, or the newer version for everybody else later, but for now, it doesn't matter what version you do it on. So, once you resume, you'll notice, you won't notice too much change right away, but once Chief flies out, you'll start to see the differences. You also hear the differences too. A lot of sound effects simply don't work, or you don't hear certain music cues. But let's take a close look now. You'll notice that the sky is already a little darker. There's actually a second layer to the sky. It's like a cloud layer, and you can actually see the launch fighter flying through the clouds. It's actually a lot more realistic in this version of the cutscene, because if you skip back to the beginning during the regular cutscene, you'll see that the launch sword just simply flies out into the sky. But in this version, it's actually a little more realistic cloud layer that you fly through. Now here's where the cutscene gets really weird. The skybox from where the Pillar of Autumn was, it doesn't disappear, and actually the space skybox does not load. So now you have the Halo ring floating over the surface of the ring. It's like Halo Ringception right now. And in space, it's all black. There's no, like I said, there's no space skybox. And as you saw earlier, the explosion effect, there wasn't really any explosion effect. The ring kind of just shook apart with a small explosion. But yeah, you can see right here the Halo ring is still floating above the the skybox for the ring's surface, which, you know, if you think about it, it's like so weird. It like blows your mind a little bit. But space is just pitch black, which I guess could kind of work. You're just in a different region of space where there's no stars for whatever reason. But yeah, and the your longsword itself, it's also still just hovering above that skybox. You guys, some of you noticed this in one of my recent videos about comparing Master Chief's best moments in all the languages, and people pointed out like some of the cutscenes were a little strange, and that is because I did this glitch. And I used this glitch because when I repeated the last mission, apparently I could actually save the checkpoint and resume during the cutscene, because all I needed was the cutscene. That saved a lot of trouble. But anyways, once it pans up, it's all black. So from this point on, I'm just gonna let you guys watch the the cutscene again without any narration or any comments on it. So just, you know, for your viewing pleasure, you can hear the difference. But yeah, I'll be back after the cutscene if you guys stick around. So enjoy.
Here we go.
Shut them down. We'll need them later. Fancy a look?
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do for Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo, it's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that and found it to be interesting. And if you did, make sure to leave a like as always, and leave your thoughts in the comments, or just anything else you want to check out or look into. Just let me know, and I'll do my best to look into it. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.